if we look at it, let's look at it grammatically first. Grammatically, how do you derive the word Om? Comes from ava, rakshane, ava to protect. So Om is a protection. Protection from what? From yourself, really. From all those clingy, what's the word for it? Clinging, the afflicted, clinging to afflictions, clinging to objects, clinging from that clingy self. From that self which thinks it is the ultimate, when in fact it is just a shadow. It's relative. It's not absolute. So the Om promises freedom from that clinging self. It's a cleanser, purifier. And so here, grammatically, how does it do that? By protecting. By protecting who you are. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha is a phrase from the Ishavasya Upanishad. How do you protect yourself? By giving up. Protect the self by giving up everything that is no self. Very interesting. Protect Atma. How? Atma needs protection? No, Atma doesn't need protection. Anatma needs protection. Anatma doesn't need protection. Who needs protection? The ahankara that is identified with anatma. The ego, the I notion which is clinging on to anatma, that needs protection. And that needs to be told, Ajao, come here. You belong here, not there. That's what this pointing finger is told. You don't belong with these fellows, body-mind complex, body-mind senses. You belong here. That's what is VSL. What is VSL? Vedantic Sign Language. Yeah, that's what it is. Not ASL, VSL. And so it is. So the Om is a way of calling back. That's why I likened it to the bell. It calls you back, and that is the greatest form of protection. And it's also a protection that is from the standpoint of knowledge. It's a protection because it stops the mind, it stops the I from grazing into the grasses, the pastures of the not I. In that sense, it's a protection. Also, it's a protection because Om means Ishvara. There is no Brahman without being Ishvara. So Om is Ishvara. So when you say Om, you are invoking Ishvara plus Jagat, Ishvara without Jagat in both manners. So there also it's a protection. Avati Rakshati iti Om. Rakshati, Avati. That which protects, that which is, that which is a protection is called Om. So, but how from Ava you get Om? Well, here is a little primer in grammar, just for fun, okay? You put a suffix called manin, manin is the in goes away because of it, and then you get only man. Ava plus man. Man is a suffix which gives the word to which it is attached an agent feeling. So here ava means to protect in the sense of protection. Ava plus man becomes what? Protector. Gives like trich. It's like trich, but it's a different kind of a suffix. Ava plus man. Now what do we have? We don't have Om, we have ava man. Yeah. But then there is a sutra that says, whenever you have a, whenever you have vakara, upadha vakarayoho, oot, so whenever you have a vakara, where is vakara? Va, ava, correct? So, what, you convert the whole word into oo. So we had avaman. Now what happens? Ooman. Ooman? That also doesn't sound like Om. What are you doing here? Just, having a little glimpse of Sanskrit. Ooman. O plus man. But that is not Om. No, it is not. Well, one more rule. And what is that rule? Whenever the man suffix comes into the picture, whatever comes in front of it takes guna. What is the guna for u? O. So now what do we have? O man. But that's a country. Somewhere in the Middle East. That's not Om. Wait. One more sutra. This time it is not Paninian Sutra. It is called Unadi Sutra. T lopa. Te lopa. T here means acho antyat T. Yeah. So meaning the last syllable here, that which is the last syllable, which is what? An. The nakara lopa. So te lopa. Lopa means it goes away. So the an goes away. So we have what? Om. The na goes away. This is linguistically derived Om, grammatically derived Om, which now has become, which is fortified as an agent of protection. Om, the ultimate protector, because Om refers to the ultimate, so therefore it's the ultimate protector. Okay? Say yes, even if you don't want to say yes. Yeah, yes. This is just to show you how the word is derived, that it is grammatically ratified, that it's not something made up. That is why it is important to know. It is a Sanskrit word, it is not somebody just sat and made it up. It's grammatically derived and valid Sanskrit word. Now, phonetically, if we look at it, and we already started to do that when we said it cannot be mispronounced. It cannot be mispronounced because phonetically it is made up of a, u, m. A plus u becomes o, om. But how do you get this? What is the first syllable? You just open your mouth and make a sound. Ah. Close your mouth and make a sound. So that's the first syllable and the last syllable. But what about oo? That which stands for everything in between. Oh, you round it all up. That's why the mouth is in the round shape. You pucker the lips because everything is rounded up. Oh, and it's incorrect to say ow. Yeah, it's like a dog yawning. You can't say ow. There are certain rules. This is an internal sandhi, an internal marriage of the syllables. And we have certain rules. Like if the teacher and student are sitting together, you can't come in between. You can't come in between physically, you can't come in between verbally. You have to wait till they finish and then you talk. That's a rule. And never go in between a married couple, another rule. So you go around them, you don't go in between them. Never go between a mother and a small infant. That also cannot be separated because the infant is totally dependent on the mother. The married couple, they are committed to one another, so what are you doing in between? You don't go in between. And so a grammarian has said that similarly, you don't do violence to the marriage between the syllables. You don't go in between or you tear them apart and pronounce them separately. So Om it is. It's a universal sound and it's a sound of comfort because it's a sound of protection. And only thing is the cows have it backwards. That's all.